Chapter 1. Faith's Point of View. Just another day of being groped and eye-fucked by my perverted boss. I was so used to his disgusting glares until they bothered me no more. But trust me, I always wanted to punch his pig face and send him flying across the room. You'd wonder why I didn't quit, right? That's because I was still hunting for a better job. I held a BBA degree but had no experience in work field because almost every job vacancy wanted 5 years of experience. I mean, why would they want 5 years of experience? As if we graduated high school in diapers. It was just so impossible. After my graduation, I landed a job as a waitress at Mr. John's restaurant. The pay was enough for me to get myself a small temporary apartment and cover the bills, so I had no choice but to let him ogle and grope me, accidentally, every time he was near me. It wasn't my fault that I had an hourglass body, with a C-sized bra and a huge curvy ass. Blame it on genes. My mother was the most beautiful and curvy woman I've ever seen. Her brunette hair cascaded way past her shoulders. Her marble black eyes were just so intriguing. And her smile, good Lord, the woman had the most beautiful smile. How I missed that smile. May her soul rest in peace. I knew that heads turned when I walked by. There were always wolfish growls and whistles every time I was out on streets. That made me wear the buggy clothes to avoid it all. And, oh, they were so damn comfortable.
Faith, baby, please come to my office for a few minutes.
The old pervy baldy called with his disgusting voice. I rolled my eyes before turning towards him with a fake smile. Amanda chuckled next to me because she knew how I felt about our boss. She saw everything that went by and even pitied me. Other girls just thought that I landed the job because I sucked Mr. John's dick. But I had no time to prove them wrong because I was busy minding my own business. I mean, who'd want to go near that old wrinkled man? I wiped my hands on my apron and made my way to his office. I found him huddled in his chair like an old fart he is. He gestured to a seat in front of him, and I sat.
I would like you to be the manager of this restaurant,
he said, leaning forward on his desk. I really appreciate that, Mr. John, but I won't be taking it, since I'm not planning to stay here forever, I said all politely.
Oh, come on, baby. Don't you love this job? You know I love seeing you. Ever since you came here, the restaurant has been flourishing. You are supposed to be my possession, because without you, I'm afraid my business will go down. You know all of our customers come here to get a view of your angelic figure.
He nodded to me with his eyes roaming my body and licked the drool that almost escaped his mouth. His nerve. Mr. John, first of all, I am not and will never be your item. Secondly, your business is failing because of your poor judgment, because all you think of is how you're going to get your dick wet. Thirdly, I don't care even if you go down, because that's none of my damn business, I said, with a very calm voice. But inside, I was raging.
There, honey. You can't blame me now, can you? And what you've said is the reason why I need you to manage this restaurant. Come on, baby. You know you want to.
He replied, licking his lips. Again, I stood up and slammed my palms on his wooden desk. You know what? I'm done here. And with that, I turned and left his office. I yanked the door closed and muffled his yelling, then went to the staff room to get my sorry bag. Amanda's eyes landed on me. She came and clasped my arm with her hands, a look of concern on her face. What happened? What was that about? She asked. The old fucker wants me to be the possession of this restaurant because his business flourishes when I'm around. His words, I replied, shutting the locker and hauling my backpack on my shoulder. What the hell? How could he say that? Is he crazy? She asked, walking beside me, matching my hurried pace. Yeah, way more than crazy. And I'm done now. I'm leaving, I said, opening the back door that led to the alley. You quit? What are you gonna do? She asked, halting her steps. I turned and looked at her. Don't worry about me. I'm a big girl. Just stay here and do your thing. I placed my hand on her shoulder, trying to calm her, or convince myself that I was gonna be fine now that I'd just lost my source of income. She gave me a sad smile and bid me goodbye. I pulled my backpack tight and left. Luckily, my apartment was just a 10-minute walk from the restaurant, and that meant I had time to think of my next plan before I arrive home and face the reality. Endless thoughts pondered in my mind, and fuck if I knew what to do next. Within a few minutes, I was walking up the stairs of my apartment building. Upon reaching my door, I pulled out the key and unlocked it, closed it, and threw my bag on the ground before dragging my feet to my computer to search for any promising email. Unlucky, I didn't even have one. Now here I was, sitting in my apartment, jobless and tired. With no promise of the future, I placed my head in my palms and gave out a bitter laugh. It is what it is. Come what may.